Um, and then no, it is good. It's actually closer than the other one and is offering more, but I mean, I'd have to go through the whole interview process. It's not straight out permanent like this other one is. Honestly, whatever. Just keeping options open because that's the best thing to do right now. Um, I'm going to. I need to first make sure I have the game in front of me. But I'm going to go downstairs and put together a quick sandwich. And then we're going to start playing. So, BRB a little bit longer. Be right back. Okay. I don't remember if it's on mainstream. I don't remember which build it's on. There we go. I've got to move it slightly. There. Oh my god. Did I update everything? I hope so. It looks like it. Okay. The one thing I didn't do is I didn't pull up the walkthrough again. Which, again, for anyone who hasn't been following, it's very easy to soft lock yourself in this game. And I have played and beaten it all on my own in the past. Years ago. And the walkthrough I've been having is absolute crap, actually. Oh god. No. At any rate. It's King Swiss 6 and the stalker Alexander. Yeah. He's a little bit of a stalker. So we were trying to do the quick ending, and then we found out we were getting horribly screwed over. Oh, that's right. So we got the Ember Skull. This is easy to do. Let's make sure there's nothing back here. No. Our only need for the druids was just interact with them for that one brief point. That was it. They're not anywhere, so we don't need to deal with them. Met her for 10 minutes, became obsessed. Well, to be fair, so did she. They both have problems. They're gonna get married and then find out their magic map. Alexander pulled out his magic map again. Okay.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
I hope I have everything. Alexander is a creepy motherfucker. I forgot to put the tag for retro. That's what I forgot to do. Let me do that. Because that does help people who are looking for retro games. There, I updated it. I don't know how easily it'll go through since we were already streaming, but whatever. You socially stunted too. Do you stalk people? I don't know. Do you find someone for 5 to 10 minutes and you decide you need to leave your entire homeland to go and find them to declare your love for them? I mean... See, I remembered this.
Alexander arrives at the top of the cliffs, somewhat winded after his long but uneventful climb.
Okay, so this... We're going to be doing new save, stream 17. Where's the book? There it is. We need not the Make It Rain spell because we've already done that. We need this one. Charming a creature of the night. Add hair and brimstone to the skull of embers, and then in the presence of the creature, speak the incantation over the skull. Hair.
The strand of gold. Alexander puts the strand of hair into the skull.
Can you guys even hear? It's really low for me, but... Sci-Fi's like, what? Did you not have to answer questions to get up the cliff? I did answer questions. It was a while ago. You have to go up here once earlier on. Wow. You can barely hear? Okay. I mean, we can try and raise it a little bit. There. I raised it by 5. What do we need? Sulfur.
Alexander cracks the spoiled egg and dumps it into the skull containing the embers and the strand of hair. The spoiled egg hisses as it makes contact with the hot embers. Zounds, the steam. Phew, the smell of sulfur.
Sci-Fi's been in Final Fantasy XIV land? Yeah, she has been. Bodhi. What is he doing?
Alexander solemnly speaks the incantation over the skull.
My body.
Creature of night, to me succumb. Fire and brimstone leave thee numb. Purity bind thee like a chain. To do whate'er I now ordain.
What is going on outside?
Nightmare flares her nostrils at the scent of the fire and brimstone.
That's it. Come on. I need passage to your homeland, Fiery One.
Unable to resist the power of the enchanted smell, Nightmare approaches Alexander. Her eyes appear glassy and sightless. In her hypnotized state, she is unaware of the humans so close to her flank, or of anything at all except that marvelous smell.
Oh boy. Wow, why are you making him
Now
numb?
ride!
Because we need to fly this nightmare horse, whatever it is, to the land of the dead.
Nightmare deposits Alexander on a strange, cold world. And some of the inhabitants don't look too friendly. Restless spirits are bound to the surface of the underworld, chained by earthly cares.
Get away. Oh my god.
The ghoulish animated bodies of the undead roam the haunted landscape.
Bodhi, what are you doing? I don't trust him. He's getting behind my chair. There, I put him on the other chair.
Restless spirit. These two spirits wander together.
Oh.
The spirit of a beautiful and noble-looking woman floats silently alongside that of a desperate-looking man.
Are these Casima's parents? I know that Casima's
Restless
parents are here
spirits
somewhere.
are bound to the surface of the underworld. Chained by earthly cares, they are unable to go below. These two spirits...
Who are you, grieving spirits?
I am Queen Ilaria of the land of the Green Isles.
Yeah.
And this beloved spirit is my husband, King Califan. We were murdered in our beds by our trusted Wizir. Like a viper, he snuck in during the night and stabbed us in our sleep. Now my husband's soul is broken, and he will not speak.
Then you are the ones I seek. Are you not the parents of Princess Casima?
Our daughter! Have you news of the princess?
I know that she is alive and safely back in her kingdom after being rescued from Mordak. But I'm afraid I have not personally seen her. Alhazred is keeping her in her room in mourning for you.
I am glad to hear of her return, but she will not be safe alone with that devil. Oh, that we could be there to protect her.
Casima, how I fail thee.
Bodhi.
My poor husband will never rest while our murder goes unavenged, and our daughter is in danger.
I came to take you back with me. Your people are still loyal to you. They need to know about the Wizir. Casima needs you too.
But this is the realm of the dead. We cannot leave it. Nor, for that matter, can you. The only one who might be able to return us all to the land of the living is the Lord of the Dead. But he would never help us. He has no mercy.
I might be able to convince him. I must try.
Then take this. It is my ticket to the underworld. There you will find the Lord of the Dead. I cannot use the ticket as long as I'm chained here. And if we cannot be avenged, I will never be unchained.
Thank you. Perhaps it will save us all.
Be careful, young man. If you can ease my husband's torment and help our daughter, we will be most grateful.
I will do my best. Goodbye, Queen Ilaria.
We end up freeing them, and they're all like, yay, we get to go back to the land of living, and then they just become, like, walking corpses because their bodies have already rotted. Can I do anything with this guy? I don't think so.
A decision that was definitely not one of his best.
Oh.
Tickets up. Next.
Alexander's mother always told him to avoid bad ghouls.
That's why your mother said it. It's not even worthy of a dad joke. Who is that?
The spirit of a woman hangs like a puff of smoke in the air. She is weeping and appears to be very distressed about something.
Why do you not rest, sad spirit?
Rest? I cannot rest.
Oh my god,
My
buddy.
son is lost.
Lost? You mean in this realm?
No. His spirit is stuck in the land of the living, probably looking for me. But I cannot leave to go show him the way. My poor Ali.
Is there anything I can do?
Take this handkerchief. If you get back to the land of the living and find him, tell him that his mother is waiting for him here. By this kiss, he'll be able to find his way to the realm of the dead.
I'll do my best to find him.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, my Ali.
I don't remember where the ghost of a child is. Like,
Alexander is carrying the mother ghost's translucent handkerchief. The ghostly ticket reads, Admit 1.
oh god. I don't remember this area very well. Can you go this way? No. Apparently you can only go up here.
The skeleton to the left of the path hands something to the spirits that approach the underworld entrance.
Ticket, please. Next.
Oh wait, he has a key.
I have a ticket.
Oh,
Nope.
It's unlikely that the skeleton would... Alexander picks up the two bones on the ground. Now, what do these bones remind him of?
Ah, yes. Now I remember.
The skeletons are overcome with the musical call of the bones. They begin to jiggle, then to dance.
Why isn't he dancing? Oh my god. The key's gonna fall off, isn't it? What the fuck? God.
Alexander finishes his tune, and the skeletons resume their posts. Despite their frolic, they don't seem any friendlier.
I think this is a skeleton key.
Alexander picks up the skeleton key.
Yeah.
Alexander...
I think it's all I can do in this part.
I have a ticket.
oh, on. Next.
I forgot about the kick line too, and I completely forgot I needed to do that. I have a feeling you can do something with this guy here, but...
Apparently, Alexander's not the only one who's curious about the body on the path. The knight is wearing an old, tattered ribbon. It must have once meant much to him as a sign of his lady's favor. The knight is wearing one black gauntlet. There appears to be some writing on the gauntlet, but Alexander can't quite make out what it says. A knight's remains lie abandoned on the path. The knight, like Alexander, must have been alive when he entered the underworld, but for some reason he never reached his destination. Alexander wonders if this is the knight the druid spoke of. The ribbon is so old it would crumble at Alexander's touch. Alexander takes the knight's black gauntlet and examines the writing on it. Flesh may cross the portal and seek its master, death. Flesh may go where death is trod, and challenge, like Scheherazade, he who reigns beneath the sod, to spare a mortal's breath. Zounds, that sounds serious. The knight's skeletal hand seems... Alexander does... The ribbon is...
I can't do anything with the ribbon, can I?
The gauntlet is made of black. Flesh may cross the portal and seek its master, death. Flesh may go where death has trod, and challenge, like Scheherazade, he who reigns beneath the sod, to spare a mortal's breath.
Oh, I'm hoping there wasn't something in the instructions that's referencing. I feel like there was more than the gauntlet you're supposed to take off of him, but I can't get the ribbon. Because this is supposed to go to what's-her-name. This has already been used.
The lady's hair ribbon is... Alexander doesn't want to experiment with the... Alexander looks with longing at the red... Charon stands in his boat, eternal ferryman of the dead. Alexander can't quite make out what's under Charon's cowl, and he's not sure he would want to.
I know what he's doing. I mean, it's Charon.
Will these coins do as fare for passage?
So here's
Charon
another point where you
accepts
could have
the fare
soft-locked
and
yourself.
waves Alexander onto the boat.
If you didn't get the coins in the labyrinth, you were fucked.
Alexander reaches out to open the gate. Suddenly, the wood trembles beneath his fingertips.
Oh boy.
What touch has awakened my sleep? I smell the blood of a mortal. Reach out thine hand again, fleshy human, that I might devour it. It has been centuries since I last ate.
Gauntlet.
I have this gauntlet.
That has not to do with me, human.
What?
Alexander is more comfortable.
Have this.
I have this.
What care I? I am interested in thy bones, not in...
Was I supposed to somehow bring the skeletal hand with me? Okay, we know what this is for. This is for later on, but...
Gate is bad enough as it is. Alexander doesn't even want to think about what he might look like in Beast's...
What was this?
Alexander is carrying...
Message from Cassima.
I have...
What care?
The gauntlet. Flesh may cross the portal and seek its master, Death. Flesh may go where Death has trod, and challenge, like Scheherazade, he who... Gate. Despite his fear, Alexander summons his bravest voice to command the living gate.
I would pass, Gate. I have business with your master.
My master and thine, human. I would be pleased to introduce thee.
Walk into his
Only
mouth.
step forward and thou shalt meet him shortly.
No, thank you. I come to meet the Lord of the Dead with my flesh still intact.
I think I can still
And
challenge.
why should I let you past, human, when I would much rather eat you?
Because you can challenge like Scheherazade or whatever.
I
his name
have been
was.
told that there is a way for humans to enter Death's realm. There must be something I can do. Some task that will allow me to pass through your doors, Gate.
I seem to recall something. A trick. Perhaps a test. Ah, yes. Should a human try to pass, a riddle is Gate's wont to ask.
Oh boy.
A riddle it is, then.
And if thou wouldst fail to answer, Gate, his thirsty jaws will be thy fate.
Agreed.
Listen as though it meant thy life then, human, for it surely does. My first is foremost legally. My second circles outwardly. My third leads all in victory. My fourth twice ends a nominee. My whole is this gate's only key.
My first is foremost legally. My second circles outwardly. My third leads all in victory. My fourth twice ends a nominee. My whole is this gate's only key.
You remember this one, Dawn? Is it in the instructions? I feel like there was somewhere that you can find this one. No, there was a riddle book. Love.
The answer is love.
Ah, thou traitor of the mortal plane! How didst thou guess love?
It fell out of the
That
rip page. It was in
riddle
the
should never
Black
have
Widow's
been
web.
solved. Love is unknown in this realm.
Love cannot be banished, even from this place. There are spirits still pining of it on the surface above. Still less can it be banished from my heart.
Enough! Burden me not with thy poetry. Pass through, and quickly, before I change my mind.
Womp womp. Oh my god. Second circles outwardly, L-O. I would not have gotten it based off of those clues. The game hands it to you if you pay attention earlier.
Alexander is standing in the hall of the Lord of the Dead. It is here that the spirits of the newly dead complete their journey and meet Death himself. The servants of the Lord of the Dead stand silently at the head of the path to his throne. Alexander approaches the throne of the Lord of the Dead.
Why have you entered my domain, still wearing your flesh. If you are so anxious for death, you might have found it easily enough in the land of the living. But since you are here, you are most welcome to stay. Kiss my hand, and you will be one with the spirits. There will be no pain.
Lord of the Death looks metal as fuck. Okay.
There's nothing as though sensing Alexander's desire to touch him, the Lord of the Dead reaches out his hand. As the Lord of the Dead's hand touches his shoulder, Alexander's mind fades to blackness.
God.
I seek a boon, my lord.
Why should death grant you anything, mortal?
It smells like a fart.
The Lord of the Dead has probably smelled much worse things than that flower of stench. It is unlikely to produce any useful response.
I did not come here to die, but to demand my right of challenge. I respectfully challenge thee, death, by throwing down this gauntlet. Man may pass the portal and seek its master, death. Man may pass where death has trod, and challenge like Scheherazade, he who reigns beneath the sod, to spare a mortal's breath.
He has the gauntlet!
Impossible!
What was that?
Challenges death. Who are you to challenge death?
A man of flesh is all I need to be, my lord.
And what is it that you seek with this challenge? The soul of some dead maiden?
I seek the souls of King Califim and Queen Ilaria of the land of the Green Isles.
You would save 2 human souls and emerge alive from this realm yourself? That shall be a difficult challenge indeed. The tomb does not open its doors lightly.
Either all 3 of us leave, or none go.
Very well. Then let me think of an appropriate task. Ah, yes. I have it now. Your challenge is this. For thousands of years, I have sat upon this throne. I have heard every sad tale that can be told by human lips. I have seen tragedies that ended empires, injustices that defy reason, love that would light the very stars turn cold and hard. I have seen torments that cannot possibly be borne, and yet must be for centuries. This thing I have never done. I have never shed a tear. Make me cry, thou man of flesh. That is my challenge.
Make death cry?
Sooner could he turn sea to stone, or fire to ice.
Pretty sure wizards can do that. Here, look at yourself in the mirror. It's probably sad.
If your existence has been all that you say it has, then truth alone shall be my sword.
The mirror's surface swirls with darkness for a moment, then fills with images even blacker. Reflections of despair, of wailing souls, of shackles colder and more immutable than any forged by man. of a world of thirsts that can never be quenched. Alexander feels the mirror tremble in his grasp, and is glad that he cannot see its face. But the Lord of the Dead is transfixed to the mirror, to the screening of his life.
What life?
Things long forgotten are once more uncovered. His enslavement to this throne while still a man. The years of watching misery and horror and growing ever more numb to it. The seep of his own humanity. The slow growth of a new thing altogether, which became that which he is now. His is an existence that has no possibility of redemption, no end. The surrounding spirits draw away in pain. The truth is so sharp it stabs, so intense it sears.
Take it away.
Take it away.
Make it stop.
No.
The mirror of truth cracks from the strain, and death sheds a single gray tear.
Truth is indeed a terrible thing. I have worn this mantle for so long, I had forgotten its dreadful weight. You shall take the souls and leave as I agreed. You have been granted to stay from this inevitable reality. I almost envy you. Find the souls he has claimed and bring them to me. King Caliphim and Queen Alaria, I presume. Your hero has won you a few more years of mortality. May your souls be more prepared for their rest when you return.
Thank you, my lord. I hope that they will.
And you, man of flesh, my steed shall take the three of you back to the land of the living. Tell her where it is you wish to go. Until we meet again, then, I assure you, we will meet again.
No offense, my lord, but I hope that will be many long years from now.
It is never as long as you might wish, mortal. Now, begone.
No.
Yes, my lord.
No. No, I fucked up. No, I fucked up. Oh, shit, I fucked up. I fucked up. Fucked up.
Are you coming, Majesty?
Al-Hazred's treachery must be handled carefully, Alexander. Alari and I must go gather our allies and form a plan. Watch over Kasima. Make sure she comes to no harm. We will return as soon as we can to take back all that has been stolen from us.
I will keep her safe until your return.
Thank you, son. Your love for our daughter must be deep indeed for you to have undertaken death itself for our sakes.
Indeed. May we succeed in what awaits us, and live long together as a family.
Like, yes, you can be our new son. I fucked up. We need the water from the river Styx.
Alexander scoops a little of the river Styx into the teacup with the swamp ooze, being careful not to get any of the black water on his skin.
Because we can't get the magic paint without the fucking river Styx.
Will these coins do it?
Charon,
You're gonna let us through. This is why we save like we do. You're an absolute nutcase, but whatevs. I was like going, wow, that went a lot smoother than I thought, and I didn't forget anything. I was like, oh shit. That's what was going on in my head.
Alexander suddenly.
What
Despite
I would... No.
and and if
Agree.
listen,
my first is
It's foremost legally, so L. My second
circles
circles
outwardly.
outwardly.
My third leads all in victory. My fourth twice ends a nominee. My whole is this gate's only key.
My first is foremost legally, so the L, because it's the first and legally. My second circles outwardly. This is stupid because it's O, it's right there. It's just whatever. My third, this one's very vague. My third leads all in victory, so the third letter is the beginning of victory, V. My fourth twice ends a nominee, EE.
The answer, love.
Shut up. Just go. Just go. At least we got to see that part
Alexander?
a little bit better.
What you've kissed?
I did not... I...
As those as
God damn it! I clicked too fast! Why did I do that?
Alexander.
Oh my god. Here. We'll save after dealing with the door, just so we don't
Will
do
these...
that. Get eaten by the
Sharon,
gate?
pick-
Okay, I'll do that. Go get eaten by the gate. What happens if we touch the river Styx?
There's no access to the water. Charon is... Alexander suddenly.
what touch has awakened my sleep?
The organics... Alexander decides to try to force the gate open.
I didn't even click past that. It just didn't play any of the voices.
Oh, next.
It must have been love at first bite.
The fucking answer to the riddle is right there. Oh my god.
Alexander reaches out to open the gate. Suddenly, the wood trembles beneath his fingertips.
What touch has awakened my sleep? I smell the blood of a mortar. Reach out thine hand again, fleshy human, that I might
I would... No.
My first is foremost legally. My second circles outwardly. My third leads all in victory. My fourth...
Ah, don't shout. Yeah.
I accidentally clicked the wrong thing. You like how we got as far as we
Alexander
did
reaches
so
suddenly.
well, and then I forgot the river Styx, and now it's just one big fest of just accidentally clicking on
What?
things.
There's no... I would...
And if
Agree.
this, my
My first is foremost legally. My second circles.
The answer.
Okay. Oh my god, burps. He's so hungry.
Alexander.
It's impossible.
Why, if kiss
He has the gauntlet.
I did not come. Man.
He has the gauntlet!
impossible.
Impossible.
Man. I seek
you
either.
very for this
Make
Soon off.
If you're a.
Take him.
Impossible to make it a notification. I should.
truth is indeed a terrible thing. I find King
Thank you, my lord.
and until we meet again then,
No of.
it is
Yes,
Should change up some of our notifications with King's Quest visuals now. Isaac will be like, no. I'll be like, yes. No, I actually want to do more than impossible. I want to take a bunch of them, a bunch of the exclamations from the different games, like from Space Quest 5.
Are you coming?
Not 5, 4. Because remember the babes of Vestulon or whatever, and just how bad some of them were? Like, we need to get that along with Impossible and one of the other ones and just, like, string them all together. The impossible and the yeah. Just. Okay. We need the paintbrush, but... So I'm double checking. Okay, so we are doing what I was checking the walkthrough to make sure I'm not being stupid and missing something. So we're doing exactly what I thought right now, which is we're picking up the paintbrush and we're going to actually go into the palace at this point. We are at the end game. But first we have to get the lamp.
There's no reason to. There's no.
Because I believe what you're supposed to do, if I remember, is you're supposed to swap the real lamp for the fake one. We're skipping because we've heard him say this before. Because he goes down here and he rubs the lamp. It goes, Drat, no genie. Because I feel that's why you don't need the mirror in the complete ending, because you can actually control the genie. But I may be wrong. That's what I'm remembering.
Drat. Another dud.
Okay.
Good day, Prince Alexander.
Where do we take the handkerchief?
The pawn shop is all.
I don't remember where we used the handkerchief.
Would you mind if I traded this in?
Of course, Prince Alex. Please choose something in exchange for the items on the counter.
Alexander looks closely at the items on the counter to make his selection.
Is that old guy who
I think
thinks no
I'd
one
like the
tries removing
painter's
the
brush.
lamp? I don't
Very
know.
good, Prince Alex.
Thank you.
So you can't sneak into the castle the other way because Beauty's clothes burnt up when we were in the druid's cage. So I like how the guard dogs are just like, oh, okay, whatever, goodbye. Just walk past them. It's fine. We're just gonna go to the side. It's a beautiful day. Okay.
Alexander dips the large black feather into the teacup and stirs the contents gently. To his amazement, the jet black color of the feather slowly drains from end to tip into the teacup. The teacup mixture blackens and thickens to a paint-like consistency. Alexander carefully puts it away, discarding the drained feather.
We just put this cup full of paint liquid into our pocket. It's fine. It's fine.
The
No. I did the wrong one.
Speaking the incantation would do little good unless there were a painted object nearby to...
Oh, okay, that's right. We have to do the painting first. So, boop, boop.
Feeling artistically inspired, Alexander decides to make use of the large blank castle wall. Ah, a doorway. Just what Alexander was thinking this wall needed.
Okay. Do we even have the teacup still?
The little china teacup is made. The teacup contains the residue of black paint.
Black paint.
With trepidation, Alexander gathers his strength for the enchantment of the painted door. Magic paint, black as ink. Bring to life what I think. Make it real what I draw, according to this spoken law. The spell worked. The door has magically
I
solidified.
like how Alexander wasn't the one that said it. I wonder if the actor wasn't available for that line for some reason.
Eager to be inside the castle at last, Alexander opens the enchanted door and steps inside.
Hi, honey. I don't even know if he has volume on, but I can hear anything.
The magic paint door fades back into the wall. So much for an easy exit.
Okay. Save-u.
3 dungeon doors line the east wall of the hallway. Alexander opens the dungeon door and slips inside. The cot looks uncomfortable, not to mention a little dusty. Alexander decides against taking it. Alexander is standing in a dim... Alexander is standing in a dim, damp dungeon cell. The walls and floor are made of gray granite stones. A cot in the corner is the only furniture. A gargoyle peers down maliciously from over the dungeon door.
Your productivity working from a home solo, yeah. I can understand that.
Alexander is a single burning... A brown spider peers down at the man in the cell with little interest. Alexander...
Anything?
Alexander sees nothing.
What about the gargoyle? Nope. Okay. I don't know if there's a point... I don't remember why you want to go between these. Or if you do. But they're available.
Alexander opened.
This one has a chain. Oh.
A spirit weeps inconsolably on the cot. The spirit appears to be the ghost of a little boy.
What's the matter, little boy?
I'm lost. I can't find my mother. I don't know why she would just leave me here. I've been alone ever so long.
Oh boy.
Mother? Mother, where are you?
Well, I was asking about the handkerchief.
You must be the son of the spirit I met in the realm of the dead. She gave me this handkerchief and asked me to tell you that she's waiting for you there.
So you could have also bypassed the mother entirely and not talked to her,
It's
which...
Mama's. It even smells like her. I can feel her now. I know where to go.
This child died at a young
Wait.
age.
Before you go, is there anything you can tell me about the castle?
I like to play in secret places. In the basement behind the Man of Steel, there's a door. Nobody except me knows it's there anymore. Farewell.
What the hell was that? Farewell.
The heavy iron shackle is of no use to a...
Farewell.
Alexander sees no... Alexander opened...
There's nothing in this.
Alexander will need to enter the north hallway.
If he wants to do anything. Okay.
Alexander examines the suit of armor, but sees nothing special.
Isn't it the...
Alexander sees nothing. Alexander examines the suit. In the corner is a suit of armor of ancient design. Its right arm beckons slightly.
It's the arm.
Remembering what the little boy ghost said, Alexander experiments with the suit of armor. He pushes down, then pulls up on the knight's right arm.
Watch the good boys'
Secret passage.
skeletons in there.
Alexander hears the sound of voices coming from nearby.
I'm worried I left stuff behind,
Alexander
but
peers through the chink in the wall.
I think I'm fine.
Captain, I've been hearing rumors from the guards who've been watching the princess. They say lately she's been pounding on her door and begging to be let out. Ain't none of my business, sir, but news like that is upsetting the other dogs. Ain't no guard in the castle who would willingly keep the princess anywhere she don't want to be.
Alhazred claims that a foreign intruder is here to assassinate her. That's why she's got to be kept under lock and key right up until the wedding.
Call me an old dog that can't learn new tricks, but I say the princess should be the one given the orders.
Alhazred has been in charge for months, what with the king's death and Casima's mourning. Tonight, the wedding will seal it, and there's nothing we can do about it. Like him or not, he's our liege. Need I remind you of your oath to the crown?
Aye, we've an oath. For the sake of the princess, we'll not be forgetting it. He'd just better treat her well.
Speaking of the Wazir, what do you reckon he's keeping in that magical room of his?
It's not a magic room. It's just the door he's enchanted somehow. I say he's still got the royal treasury in there, along with whatever else he's so eager to protect. Not even the court treasurer is allowed in there anymore.
That doesn't sound good.
I heard him in the hall the other day. He was speaking of that door. Black magic is what I say. I heard him say, Ali, but then Bay came up and started yapping at me.
Let me write that down.
Enough! It is not our place to question the practices of our liege, no matter how strange. The wedding will be starting soon. Report to the throne room when you hear the music start.
He was speaking to that door. Black magic is what I heard. I heard him say Ali, but then Bay came up and started yapping at me. The paper I wrote the Ali word down on has my last notes from King's Quest, and I forgot about the word Zebu. So we know where Zebu is. I have a feeling it's Ali Zebu or Zebu Ali is the password if I remember correctly. To get the
That was
Zebu,
a climb.
we're gonna have to get into the
Alexander
vizier's
hears the
room, I
faint
believe.
sound of a woman crying nearby. Alexander peers through the chinks in the wall, trying to locate the source of the crying sounds.
Why are there such huge-ass chinks in walls?
Alexander's palms begin to sweat, and his heart to race. It's Cosima. He's found her.
How has she not noticed this gaping hole in her wall?
Princess Cosima,
What? Who's there?
it is I, Alexander. I'm here behind this wall.
My, how suave that sounds.
Alexander?
She's gonna stick her whole eye into it.
It really is you. Oh, I knew you were close by, but how did you get inside the castle walls?
Well,
It's a long story and not important now. You did get my ring.
his mouth.
Oh, yes.
Her mouth,
It has
too.
brought me such comfort, Alexander, to know you were close by and had not forgotten.
Our 5
But you
minutes.
shouldn't be here. You're only endangering yourself.
I don't care about the danger. I would brave anything to learn.
By the way, this
What
is
is
how
it?
big the hole is. Look at it.
Alhazred, do you want to wed him, Cosima?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, please believe me when I say that I never agreed to marry that man. Even when my father trusted Abdul absolutely. I never liked him. But with mother and father gone, I'm afraid there's no stopping him.
If you do not wish to marry him, Cosima, you shall not. I promise you. Only come with me now, and we shall escape.
Oh my god.
How?
BRB.
I cannot fit through this wall. Besides, do you think I could leave my kingdom, my people, in Abdul's hands? But Abdul would tear the castle apart if I were to disappear from my room. You shall have to do what you can to delay his plans from your end.
I can't just leave you here.
Alexander, do not despair for me. I have been safe in this room for nearly 6 months now. Abdul can be in no hurry, whatever he plans. After all, I'm to be his bride, am I not? I have been planning too, you see. I believe I can escape. If I can only get a chance to lay my hands on a weapon, there might be an opportunity in the hustle of the wedding.
But I...
Shh, just a moment more, then you must go. Let us not waste time with words. Please, let me just look at you, dear Alexander. Oh no! Someone's coming!
The lock on Cosima's door rattles abruptly.
Alexander, hurry! Step away before they see you!
Alexander hears scuffling and a woman's brief cry from the other side of the wall. Then, silence.
Mushroom.
Like, seriously, what the hell? Um... I missed what Cosima had said. I have a feeling it's nothing super amazing, but
Alexander looks through the chinks in the wall. Cosima is gone. Where could they have taken her? How could he have let them take...
A fine rescuer, I'm...
okay. We're gonna have to restore. I'm not streaming. I just realized. Here. I reloaded it. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, no, I noticed it. I noticed that I fucked up on the screen. I mean, all we did was him, so...
What's the matter?
Oh, we can check out that other door and see if there's anything we need in there. No, that phone call was from someone I've never talked to, and she's all like, oh, we're looking for...
Wait.
They're looking for IT help desk, like, immediately because of the coronavirus, and they want people to come in to be, like, learn on site for a week and then work from at home. I'm like, what? Actually, hold on. I'm not completing this survey. No. She wouldn't even give me a price that they were looking for. And I ended up having it. She's all like, well, I need to figure out what you're looking for. And I'm like, oh my god. Okay, there she is. Oh god. Okay, I'll look that over. I'm sorry, I have to do this real quick. I'm basically sending a copy of my resume. I don't know how I ended up in their system. She's still like, oh, we need someone. Anyways, it's like a bank or something that needs... I don't even know what it is. But they need, like, help desk support immediately, and it doesn't... She's all like, oh, they don't really pay as high as you're wanting. And then they're an hour away, and I'm just like, But I could start work next week. I will totally take them and bail on them once the other job comes through.
Remembering what the little boy ghost said, Alexander
Actually, I won't be able to do that necessarily, but we'll find out. I have a feeling they're going to turn it down.
Up on the knight's right arm. A secret.
Oh. Why did I do this? Here, let's see what this door is.
Alexander doesn't see any way of opening that door manually.
Are you fucking kidding me? Hi, Brad.
Alexander...
Sorry. I know we're doing this again. I mean, it's not like we didn't, like, take forever with trying to do the quick ending and failing miserably.
It's Mama's.
Wait.
I like...
We're always up for knowing something weird. What's up?
There...
A little cat like emote. Is that Cat's emote or is that Gab's? I don't even know whose is that, but I know it has to be one of them. I feel like it's Cat's. This is what I'm saying about cat emotes. Like, it's so difficult to tell who this is. That's why people are like, are we gonna get Bodhi and Tiger as an emote? No!
Remembering what the little boy ghost said, Alexander experiments with a secret passage.
You downloaded 2 games earlier, had no buffering, now they are done and you have buffering. Yeah, well, I've had that before. Is it gonna... I have had that to where we will download games insanely fast without a problem, and then randomly at some point, it just... we can't download properly anymore.
Alexander peers through the chink.
We have to get this here. Okay, I want you to pay attention to the game. Okay, there we go. I want you to pay attention to how big the hole is on the close-up, because that is not a chink in the wall. That is a goddamn brick missing. And Casima's all like, how did you get inside the walls that I never knew anyone could get inside? I don't dirty and sully myself by looking inside holes in my walls. Look how big it is here, and look at it when you get the close-up.
Alexander.
It is...
Okay, we're gonna re-listen to this because I missed this.
It really is you. Oh, I knew you were close by, but how did you get inside the castle walls?
It's a long story, right there. Not important now.
Look how big it is.
You did get my ring.
Oh, yes. It has brought me such comfort, Alexander, to know you were close by and had not forgotten. But you shouldn't be here. You're only endangering yourself.
I don't care about the danger. I would brave anything to learn
about you, because I know nothing.
Alhazred, do you want to wed him, Cosima?
Oh, please believe me when I say that I never agreed to marry that man. Even when my father trusted Abdul absolutely, I never liked him. But with mother and father gone, I'm afraid there's no stopping him.
If you do not wish to marry him, Cosima, you shall not. I promise you. Only come with me now, and we shall escape.
How? I cannot fit through this wall. Besides, do you think I could leave my kingdom, my people, in Abdul's hands?
You did it before. It was fine.
But Abdul would tear the castle apart if I were to disappear from my room. You shall have to do what you can to delay his plans from your end.
Why is she opening her mouth that much? Here? Look at Alexander.
Alexander, do not despair for me. I have been safe in this room for nearly 6 months now. Abdul can be in no hurry, whatever he plans. After all, I'm to be his bride, am I not? I have been planning too, you see. I believe I can escape. If I can only get a chance to lay my hands on a weapon, there might be an opportunity in the hustle of the wedding.
But I...
Shh, just a moment more, then you must go. Let us not waste time with words. Please, let me just look at you, dear Alexander.
She's hard up for him.
Here, take this dagger. It's not much, but it might come in handy.
Why, it's perfect. This is just the sort of thing I've been looking for. Thank you, Alexander. I'll keep it close and use it if I must.
Alexander looks with longing at the fair Cosima. She's even more beautiful than he...
Should we read her a love poem right now? We love you so much. Love, 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 love.
Cosima wrote that note for Alexander.
Oh no.
Oh no! Someone's coming!
Oh no, I hope they can't see me through this giant, massive hole in the wall.
Alexander, hurry! Step away before they see you!
Just Alexander hears scuffling and a woman's brief cry from the other side of the wall. Then, silence.
The guards have been told to rough her up. The guards that are super loyal to her. Rough her up, boys. They actually look at the mouths. They made it so they actually look like they were saying the words. They did. Yeah, no, they did a good job. Are you sure they weren't saying like bingo, bingo, bingo? Or what was it? Banjo, 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 banjo,
Alexander hears the sound of scratching coming from the other side of the wall.
Why are there so many holes in the wall? By the way, this is not what insulation is.
Alexander looks through the chink in the wall.
Dear Shadrach, salutations from the Society of the Black Cloak, etc., etc. My long preparations are about to come to fruition.
Shadrach.
In a matter of minutes, I will wed the lovely Cosima.
Wow. You think she's ugly? Does he normally write letters while talking to himself? I mean, doesn't seem like how you're supposed to write letters.
Once I've established my power and my crown, I can stage another accident.
Oh, okay. It's convenient.
The princess has proven infuriatingly stubborn, as you know. She's becoming quite a dangerous little thorn in my side.
Oh my. Hi, Garapro.
In a way, it is a shame I have to kill her. She is lovely and would be amusing to keep around, but I can't risk her talking treason to one of the guards. So far, I've managed to keep her locked away, but I can't continue that forever.
No, you can't.
Well, on to it now. I'd send her to you, but as you know, I had no luck in doing so with Mordak. I close in triumph. King Abdul al-Hazred.
Wow. Much the Black Cloak is all just trying to become kings. They're all like, we have enough better to do.
Time to see if Shamir has taken care of the wench as I asked. It's almost time for the wedding.
The wench. I don't see her in a bar serving drinks, sir.
The Wazir's words fill Alexander with blazing anger and fear for Cosima's life.
You better stroll through these walls more.
That murderous swine! He'll not have his way if I have anything to say about it.
Yeah.
Alexander sees lots of black cloaks.
Oh, we're inside a wardrobe. Oh, look where we are.
The trunk is locked.
Well, thankfully we have a skeleton key.
Alexander inserts the skeleton key in the trunk's lock and turns it. He hears a click. Alexander opens the trunk. It looks like the owner of this trunk is quite the correspondent. The stack of letters appears to be ordered by date, because the top one is dated only a month ago.
Burn the evidence? Why would I do that? I keep it in my specially locked trunk.
A small glass bottle filled with oily... Alexander isn't... A few worn leather books occupy the trunk. The top one is entitled Guidebook to the Land of the Green Isle. A book like that might have been a big help when Alexander first arrived. The trunk's owner obviously found it interesting too, for the guidebook is dog-eared and stained. The books look interesting, but the castle...
No.
Alexander picks up the most recent letter and examines it. The letter is addressed to Abdul.
You're gonna do your first stream
al-Hazred
tonight?
from the wizard Shadrach. It reads,
Be yourself and have fun. That's my tip.
Greetings to a brother of the Black Cloak.
That's all I can say.
I was sorry to hear of great Mordak's death, though he was a bit of a ninny at chess.
And don't worry about your number of
It
viewers.
seems the plans for that little kingdom of yours are coming along. I must congratulate you on your handling of the king and queen. Isolating the islands so that no protest could develop was another brilliant stroke. It looks like there's not much left to stand in your way. Do as I recommended with the girl, and you shall have your crown.
That fiend.
That fiend. Also, listen back to your... Look at your VOD when you're done, and double check your volume and everything, and make sure that there's nothing you can improve on.
Alexander opens the ebony box and looks inside. Inside the ebony box is a piece of paper with the word Zebu printed on it. Alexander can read the piece of paper. The box's owner would probably notice it was missing.
Okay, so there's a locked room.
A fire in a small... Alexander steps confidently out into the upstairs hallway and sees two guard dogs.
Hey, who the... Don't just stand
Oh,
there.
no.
Grab him, Bay.
I don't know if there's a way out of this.
I'll bet it's that saboteur fellow the Wazir warned us about. I say we run him through right here and now.
No. Woof. The Wazir will run you through if he doesn't get a chance at the prisoner. Let's put him in the dungeon for safekeeping, then we'll go tell the captain.
I don't know.
Aye, Wolf, you're right. Let's go.
I don't remember. Oh.
You'll stay in here until we find out what the Wazir...
The guard dogs leave Alexander to his fate, locking the door noisily behind them.
Now,
Alexander wonders how he'll get out of this one.
Well, as long as we don't hear wedding music. Oh, yay!
Psst. Prince Alex.
Jallo, what are you doing here?
Never mind. Quick, before the guard dog patrol comes around again.
So you have to get caught.
But how did you know I was...
This is no place to talk, Alexander. Just trust that I know everything that goes on in this castle. Now, be more careful. If you get caught again, I don't know if I'll be able to get you out.
I want to make sure this is what I was supposed to do. Hold on. Yeah, no, this is what you were supposed to do.
There's a strange door on the west wall. There doesn't appear to be any handle or keyhole on the door. Since the door on the west wall has no visible knob or handle, Alexander decides to try to open it with his voice. He composes his words carefully.
A-L-I-Z-E-B.
Listen, door. I would have you open. Ali Zebu.
I don't think you needed to go that. Yeah, okay. So that worked.
Graceful urns. Alexander doesn't. Decorative shields and spears made of gold hang on the treasure room walls. A gracefully curled trumpet hangs.
Can I get that?
Alas, the trumpet won't bring these walls tumbling down, and thus is of little use to Alexander. Alexander pulls the drapery aside, curious as to what might lie underneath.
Jallo, the court clown that everyone's all like, this is our favorite character. What?
On the table is a strange-looking stone that's giving off an odd, high-pitched noise.
That must be the Isle of Wonders singing stone. Didn't the queens think that the beast had stolen it?
On the table is a miniature oak tree. It looks very old.
That's the druids, I think.
That must be the sacred miniature oak that the druids thought the winged ones stole.
On the table is a coat of arms with the head of a beast on the crest.
Beast said that his coat of arms was stolen by the druids. This must be it.
On the table is a fleece made of gold.
That fleece must belong to the winged ones, and they thought the Isle of Wonder had taken it.
As Alexander looks at the objects on the table, he realizes the depth of the Wazir's cunning. It must have been the Wazir or an accomplice who stole that one thing most precious to each island, and then leaked rumors that one of the other islands was responsible.
What did the Wazir have to gain by causing the islands to hate one another?
You can't not go back, though.
Those trunks probably contain the kingdom's treasure, once guarded so well and used so wisely by King Caliphim, now in the hands of that blackguard Alhazred.
Yeah.
Alexander has no wish to steal from the treasury of the land of the Green Isles. It might be under the Wazir's control now, but it still belongs to the people. Alexander has no wish to...
Okay, so...
Alexander has no... Alexander feels his pocket.
Apparently, according to...
Alexander sees... Alexander...
According to the walkthrough, it's like, replace the cloth, but I'm like, why? Okay. Going this way. We need to go to the stairs. And then we'll wear you never, ever, ever, ever want to go back to that office, honey.
There's a door.
What's in that door? Let's find out. Couldn't hurt.
Alexander decides to find out what's on the other side of that door.
That's ominous. Oh. It's Jello's.
You found my room. Good. Now you'll be safe here for a little while. I couldn't risk asking in the hall, but what are you doing here? I mean, the wedding is supposed to start any minute.
Does Bodhi
I'm
have
well
a
aware of
uniform?
that
No.
fact, Jallo. Confound it! I've seen Cosima. She does not want to marry him, Jallo.
Really? Oh, my friend, I'm so happy for that. Thank heaven she hasn't lost her senses and actually fallen for that black-hearted Alhazred. Did you say that she is well?
She is unharmed, if that's what you mean. For the moment, at least. But I have a feeling she won't be fine at all if we can't stop the wedding.
Stop the wedding? Oh, you'd never make it to the ceremony, Alexander. The guard dogs are everywhere, and they're very loyal to the crown. Unfortunately, right now, the crown means Alhazred. If we had proof of something truly afoul, the guard dogs might listen. As it is, they're your enemies, not his.
I understand. I've had no lack of enemies since I got here. Still, I can hardly stand by and do nothing.
There's probably a good reason why so many wish to harm you. I believe the Wazir's genie has learned of your presence on the islands.
Tell me about this genie.
Alhazred brought the genie with him when he came to this kingdom. It is seldom the genie will take human life himself. Usually he is more of a trickster and a spy. But that doesn't mean he isn't dangerous. In fact, he is quite powerful. If, for example, we could get the genie's lamp, then you could master the genie. Alhazred and all our other problems would be solved.
What is going on with the music?
Is that merely wishful thinking? Or do you have something in mind?
Well, I admit I have often daydreamed about owning that lamp. My fingers are nimble enough, and I could probably find a chance to steal it. Unfortunately, the theft will be detected immediately, and I happen to prefer my neck attached to my body.
If the theft were detected.
Exactly. So, I have also thought if I had a replica of the genie's lamp, an exact replica, I just might be able to... where would we get a replica of the genie's lamp? Dreaming's pleasant, but I'm afraid it won't help to stop the wedding. But for Cosima's sake, well, I wish you luck. I'll be here if you can think of...
Thanks, Jallo.
Like, what is with the music?
The wall above Jallo's desk sports a notice of a circus. It seems very old. A plain trunk provides minimum. Alexander doesn't want to...
Oh, goody. The neighbor's dog is barking. Here.
I've been thinking of what you said about swapping a replica for the genie's lamp. I got this lamp from the old lamp seller in town. Do you think it will pass?
Why, yes! It's an exact replica. That's amazing. How did you guess?
I suppose it was intuition.
I'll have to wait for the right moment, mind you. But I should be able to get close enough to swap this for the real thing, and none shall be the wiser. Now you shall see Jallo's skill.
I'm sure your hands are mightier than my sword, my clever friend.
Go ahead and do as you've planned, and let me worry about swapping the lamp. If I accomplish the trickery, I'll manage to get the lamp to you somehow. You never fear.
I have faith, Jallo. You are a true friend.
Oh, shucks. I'd do anything for the princess.
The walkthrough says nothing about doing this. It actually says it has nothing about coming and talking to him. And then Jalo used the genie to take over the kingdom at the end. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I mean, you need to disrupt the genie. What does the walkthrough even say you're supposed to do? Oh my god. So, remember how I said the walkthroughs were a problem? So the walkthrough tells you to use the magic lamp Jalo gives you, but it never ever tells you to give this lamp to Jalo. So, you're never aware if you follow the walkthrough verbatim.
Uh-oh. Guard.
An intruder.
I was just looking for the kitchen.
I'll bet you're the foreign saboteur the Wazir warned us about. He sure fits the description. He's supposed to be dangerous, Mike. Let's throw him in the dungeon, then go tell Captain Saladin.
Right. Good idea. I think someone must have let our prisoner loose, Ralph.
Who would be crazy enough to do that, Hal?
I don't know, but if I find out, that traitor will be sorry. Let's keep an extra sharp eye in the halls. We'll make sure no one can get near him again.
Right, Hal.
The guard dogs slam the door and lock it. Alexander has a feeling there will be no help from Jalo this time.
I don't know if I was supposed to do that. Apparently.
The dungeon door is
It's locked. I have this.
Alexander unlocks the door with his skeleton key and quickly...
Oh my god. What is this?
A closed door on the north wall bears a small brass plaque. The plaque reads, Guard Room. Uh-oh.
Let's go in. Maybe Saladin's in there. We need to talk to
Alexander
Saladin.
hears the clear sound of guard dog voice.
Oh. You trying to get a midnight snack? Well, we have to go upstairs in some way or another. No.
Uh-oh.
No.
I'll bet you're...
Right. The Wazir will have our heads if he finds out that prisoner escaped. How do you suppose he did it, Ralph?
Well, Hal, I figure he must have had something on him that he used to open the door. That's why I personally searched him.
You did? What'd you find?
Only this funny-looking key. He ain't got it no more, though, now does he?
Ha ha! Good work, Ralph.
Just as Alexander realizes that he has no possible means of escape, he hears the sound of wedding music playing somewhere in the castle.
Confound this dungeon. I'll never be able to stop the wedding now.
Confound this dungeon. Let me see.
Alexander is carrying...
Where am I supposed to go? Can I look through the keyhole in the Vizier's room, I wonder?
Alexander opens the secret passage.
You were wondering why they don't search prisoners? Well, they did afterwards. We're so close to the ending, and at the same time, I don't quite know how to end. Like, the problem is the walkthrough was telling me to go through that door where I kept getting arrested. These walkthroughs are crap. Like, the music, yeah, well.
A door leads. There's a keyhole in the door.
There's a keyhole in the door. So it looks like we can use the keyhole.
Alexander peers through. Alexander steps into the main.
Hey, who the... Don't just stand...
Look at the island treasures. Look at each of them in turn. Replace the sheet. Leave the door. Head east at the bottom, which is supposed to be here. So I'm over here. Then go up the stairs to the door. You meet Saladin. Definitely don't meet Saladin when I go up those stairs. Yeah, the dog outside is driving me nuts. Like, their dog is definitely noisy.
Alexander opens the secret passage.
It doesn't help that they have a very small backyard for a very large dog. Like, their backyard is smaller than ours. And ours is pretty small. They have a golden retriever. I don't know how often they take him for walks, but he is a very large dog. And he has a very, very small backyard. Like, it's another problem. It's like... Ugh, whatever. Like, get a dog that's appropriate to your home as well. If you're gonna get an animal. Like, I feel like that poor dog probably just doesn't have enough room to maneuver. Okay. So I'm gonna save this again, but I have a feeling watching them go back and forth is something. Stream 20. Oh, it says 256. That's
Alexander
great.
sees nothing.
You're excited for Animal Crossing tomorrow?
A door leads into. There's a keyhole.
I know a lot of people are excited for Animal Crossing.
Alexander peers through the keyhole. Two guards. Alexander's.
Hey!
Okay, I can't do it then.
Don't...
So once they pass by...
A door. There's a key. Alexander...
Let me see if I can tell. Just pay attention.
Alexander steps.
Hey! Don't just...
Like, when am I supposed to do that?
A door. There's a key. Alexander peers through the keyhole. Alexander.
Hey!
I actually don't know if there's a way
There's
to do this.
Alexander is... Alexander... Alexander...
Wait for them to come back.
Two guard dogs. Alexander.
Hey!
There's no way around them.
Don't just...
pour invisible ink on you. He should go up here and then here. Yeah, there he is. Wow. You need to be quick. I don't know if that's gonna work.
Alexander, since the door on the...
Listen.
It worked.
I don't think there's
Alexander?
anything else for me to do here. Okay. We need to look up a different one.
Are you having fun?
I'm getting annoyed.
Oh. Welcome to King's Quest.
Well, I'm getting annoyed that I'm trying to find extra stuff. I'm trying to find things on the walkthrough, and all the walkthroughs are freaking incomplete.
Welcome to King's Quest.
Ghost times take it.
Done this work.
Okay, I will be down in a bed.
Okay, man.
She's great as fun.
Hi, everyone.
Okay. Okay, head upstairs in the secret passage. Looking through the second hole, give the dagger I did. Don't leave the secret passage just yet. There's more to do. At the end of the secret passage, there's an odd-colored indentation. Yeah, the Vizier's letter. Ollie Zebu, we did. By the time you leave this room, wedding music may be heard. Additionally, the narrator will tell you about this event. Oh. I think we have to wait to listen to hear the wedding music. Really? No, it says that, okay, by the time you leave this room, wedding music may be heard. Additionally, the narrator will tell you about this event. Choose the Vizier's letter and drop it in your item slot. I think we have to wait. Yay. Seema did have that plan to stab. Well, I'm wondering how long I have to wait. Yeah,
Alexander hears
there
the
you
sound
go.
of guard dog voices coming from behind the door at the top of the stair.
Are you kidding? Alexander, you dumbass.
Alexander decides to evade the guard dogs. Alexander hears the guard dog leave the basement. It seems he...
Okay. Some of these waiting times are a bit ridiculous. Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, if you were playing this game on your own for the first time, you're going to spend more time looking around, trying to figure things out, but maybe I can go up now? Nope. So how are you guys doing? I've got to make dinner for Isaac and myself soon. I know what I'm making for him. I'm making something entirely
Alexander
different for
hears
myself.
the sound of guard dog voices coming from behind.
Really?
Alexander hears the guard dog leave the basement.
I mean, I haven't been told to wait. A dinner specifically for Izek? Well, ramen versus I'm probably having nachos. Because I have a lot more stuff for the nachos. I don't have a whole lot for the nachos, but I have more than enough for me. Ramen-wise, that's easy enough to do. I could very easily put together ramen for him with pot stickers. And he'll be super happy with that. Come on.
Alexander hears a door of the north hall open. Then, the sound of... Alexander hears the guard enter.
You just hear guards constantly.
Alexander does...
How long is their guards?
Alexander hears the guard dog leave the basement.
Too sweet of a husband. Why would you eat ramen if you could have homemade nachos? Because I don't have chicken for the nachos for him. Plus the stuff that I have for the nachos that really make them really good is spicy, and he's been complaining about the spicy food. So I'm not making him spicy food. What?
I think I'm a little lost. I was looking for the wedding and...
Be quiet. The Wizir told us to look out for a saboteur. My nose tells me that's you. Guards!
Alexander watches helplessly as the...
I think someone must have let our prisoner loose, Ralph. I don't know, but if I find...
Right.
The guard...
He's lactose intolerant as well. He's not that lactose intolerant. I mean, he is, but he's not as bad as he would
Alexander
say
hears
it.
the sound of guard dog voices coming from behind. Since the...
Listen.
I like how he has to scream. It's 2 words, Alexander. You don't need to be that emphatic with everything.
Those trunks probably contain the kingdom's treasure, once guarded so well and used so wisely by King Caliphim.
Used so wisely by King Caliphim.
Black...
We don't know if King Caliphim was wise or if he was
Alexander
a brutal dictator.
has no wish to steal from the treasury of the land of the Green. Those trunks probably contain the kingdom's treasure, once guarded so well and used so wisely by King Caliphim, now in the hands of that blackguard Alhazred.
I like how they have all the decorative crap. This is the treasury room. It's rather small and there's not much in here, but it's fine. What is our 210 out of 231? That's actually pretty good. King did trust a murderous advisor. Yeah, and remember, Cosima never trusted him. Like... How long are we supposed to wait? This is actually infuriating a little.
Alexander couldn't possibly carry that heavy rug with him. Besides, Jalo might... Alexander doesn't want to... Jalo keeps his desk neat and... Jalo's door... There's a keyhole in... Alexander peers through the keyhole of Jalo's door. It looks like the hallway outside is... Jalo keeps his desk. Alexander respects Jalo's...
Okay. Oh my god. Screw Jalo, look, there is shit. I do agree with that, but my problem right now is that we're way past the time, so we're gonna have to...
Alexander decides to...
I'm gonna save it here. We'll pick up the ending later. Just because it's getting late and I'm getting hungry too. So I am going to send you guys somewhere. We're going to find out where to send you. I also have to go over my emails and double check and make sure nothing else has been sent to me. Just remember, we should be streaming tonight. Probably in about 2 to 3 hours? 2 hours, I believe. We might actually start earlier. Depends on what we end up playing. Oh my god, everyone under the fucking sun is playing. Oh my god, but Kat is currently playing Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem, and we're go show love because Isaac played that game and Isaac hates it. And I've seen the game before, and I particularly kind of like it. So, anyways, please don't Animal Crossing. Have a good one, and thank you for coming, and we will talk to you guys later. Goodbye.